So when I first heard about this movie, honestly, the first thought process that went through my head was, I did watch the trailer, was very excited, and to hear this was Dave Patel's directorial debut and my man Jordan Peele behind it, I definitely was all in. Let's check it out.
You are a beast.
All right, you guys, we are fresh from seeing Monkey Man. This movie is an hour and 53 minutes. And as you know, Jordan Peele produced it and Dave Patel directed it and also starred as the main character. This movie is about, you have a young kid who experiences this trauma of how his mom died. And as he grows up, he kind of just has like this revenge of wanting to get back to the people who took his mother's life and like in his hometown and everything that he knew and where he grew up. As he gets older, he becomes a fighter. He's living underground, this fight club where he wears this monkey mask and he battles all these different people. And, one can say he's doing some gambling, but along this journey, like he's set and had his main mission. And once he gets that in of where he needs to be, his motivation only grows stronger and stronger to essentially execute his goal, which he did.
And where Monkey Man comes from, I guess there was an ancient tale that his mom was telling him when he was younger about the white monkey and how he was seen for a beacon of light and a beacon of leadership for essentially his village that he was from. This really takes place in India. And it shows and grips you directly into the film. When you're going through the car chase scenes, you're getting that vibe. You get that feel like you're in India. They did a really good job immersing you inside of this world and building it before throwing you into the story.
First of all, I just want to point out, Dave Patel, I was trying to figure out where he was from or where I've seen him. And if you guys remember, he was the main character in Slumdog Millionaire.
You're absolutely right.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. But one thing I wanted to also point out about this movie is when Dave Patel came up with this movie, it was set to be released through Netflix. And Jordan Peele, he came in, he's seen it, and he was like, no, this is something that's going to be bigger. And he wants it to have more of that theatrical view versus it just being put on Netflix. And just to have someone come in and see your vision and see it becoming so much bigger, I thought that's amazing.
One thing I could appreciate is when a movie can be aware of itself. It even mentions the John Wick comparison inside the movie fairly early, and that's something I truly appreciated because it is really a John Wick movie over in India, but it has a little, that trauma piece is something that was missing in the John Wick films, and I think it brought a lot more light into this film, and it's something that they set out through the whole movie. They give you a set of flashbacks about it, but then they do pay it off towards the end, like giving you and showing you exactly what happened and where this trauma is coming from.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing Patel stated is he wanted this movie he wanted to give it real soul, real trauma, real pain, and also infuse it with a bit of culture. And when I tell you this movie is exactly that, what he stated, what he wanted, he executed.
And just what everybody comes for, of course, the fighting scenes were pretty top notch. They showed a lot of single camera action shots. They went very, very into detail, and keeping that R rating, it makes sense and it lines up directly with it.
Definitely top notch. I agree with you there. But it was gruesome. I mean, I was not expecting to see that much bloodshed. I mean, you had people up in there biting noses, ears. I was like, what am I watching? It was so enjoyable, though.
When you're dealing with action movies, and especially when it translates well with like overseas, you got to make sure that you're building it up overall. You can't just jump right into it. So I appreciate the building, but there was a side story with the church, the people at the church, and then they started entering towards the final act. I felt like that was a little bit too much. I felt like he already built himself up to be this superior status where it took away from the impact that he was looking for towards the end of the final act. So
I think I would have liked to see where he was from the time that he was a kid to the to him fighting in a club. Like, where were you those 10 plus years? How did you become who you are? Who raised you?
All right, so what you guys are really here for, what do we rate Monkey Man? Do you enjoy Peele's work? And I do enjoy, when you go into his movies, you really don't know what's going on. Us, Get Out, Nope, like you have a good premise, but you don't really know, and you get that same thing from here. You heard it first. Again, this is a movie where, again, it's that rated R, so you're getting that blood, gory, grimy, straight in your face. Like he literally zooms in on some of these fight scenes just to show you how gruesome some of these punches and kicks are, man. So,
Joey, can you hear me? Are you all right? Check his pulse, Yugi. Relax, I'm fine.
so we're gonna stick with it. Check the pulse. If this is something that you've heard about that caught your interest, definitely check some of your favorite reviews. And then make sure this is something that might be right up your alley. So, Monkey Man, what did you think about it? Are you interested in seeing it? Jordan Peele, from his projects, what is some of your guys' favorite projects that you've seen from him? Again, let us know down in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll check you in the next review.
Bye.